Hello, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Today we are watching episode 3 of Loki. Last episode was pretty awesome. This show has been quite enjoyable so far. I've been liking it. I'm excited to see where it goes, what it decides to do. We got introduced to Lady Loki and or Enchantress last episode, so I'm excited to see more about her. Really not much else to say. I mean, this show has so many different directions that it can go into, and I don't know which way it's gonna go. And so there's really no point in guessing. It's just do it, watch it, and let's see what happens, you know? So that's kind of all I can feel about it. I do have full reactions on Patreon, which will be linked in the description, but without further ado, let's watch this episode. Oh, this is her version of interrogating her, I guess?
How long have we been best friends?
Just completely tricking her into giving up the information about the timekeepers? Damn. Damn. That was nice. That tool is messed up, dude. That thing is overpowered as hell. Everybody dies if you get touched by it. That thing is insane.
Come any closer and I'll kill him. Go for it.
Yeah, that's supposed to mean something. They don't give a shit about Loki. This is a sect dungeon? Where the hell are they at? What was this? What is this? It's so funny, they fight like a pair of siblings, man.
Not the only tech-savvy Loki.
Don't ever call me that.
Tech-savvy?
No, a Loki.
So we're a team now? Oh God, no!
I like the color of this planet. Nice and purple, looks super cool. What the fuck is happening? Was she trying to use his magic on him and it failed?
What's he doing?
Yes. Okay.
To tear the place down, create the ultimate power vacuum, and then just walk away. I'd never have done that.
Yeah? Well, I'm not you.
Interesting. Yeah, she keeps saying she's not Loki, so obviously, yeah, she's not a Loki. That's for sure. We just don't know what she is yet. But yeah, she's Enchantress, right? That's who she is, I guess. And her plan was just to bomb the TVA, the Sacred Timeline, and fuck it all up. And she wanted to know where the Timekeepers were, so she wants to kill them too. She's got a vendetta. She wants revenge. Like, what's the plan here, woman? It's pretty awesome. Looks very, very cool. I like it.
My way.
Yeah.
How do I look?
Like someone with a shit plan.
It's a great plan.
Yeah, it just acts as a guard and then leads her up there. No one's gonna question shit.
Taking this one to Saru.
Okay.
Orders come from the top to get her on this train.
Sir, this...
What is that voice, Loki? Their powers work well together. Very good. Very good at just manipulating the scene. It's nice.
But you feel free to take a nap.
Nice try.
I'm not going to waste my time rooting around for the tempad when someone taught you fairly decent magic.
My mother.
Fairly decent magic. I mean, come on, man. It's an understatement a little bit, but, you know.
And she hated him.
Maybe love is hate.
Remember that. What was that? Love is...
That's funny. These two are so funny together. What a good pairing.
Would-be princesses? Or perhaps another prince?
A bit of both. I suspect the same as you. But nothing ever...
Word. I do actually remember seeing some shit online about that. And they're like, Loki's the first, like, lead character. But I was like... The dude, like, the actual character from, like, Norse mythology, bro turns into a horse and fucks another horse and then has birth. I mean, are you surprised that he... I mean, come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not that people had issues with it, but, like, people were surprised that he would be bi. And I was like, really, dude? I was like, the source material? I mean, come on. Oh, she fell asleep. She fell asleep, meaning she trusts Loki just a little bit. Nice.
Sylvie, everybody!
Bravo. Bravo. That was great.
Another!
Just like Thor. Nice. That was cute.
But ultimately, when you reach for it...
Nice.
Love is an imaginary dagger.
It doesn't make sense.
I thought you had something there too. You were almost there. You were almost there. And of course she's smiling. She loves a fight. This lady. Jesus. Nice hit, Loki. That was dope. Oh! Bruh! Bruh, they just threw his ass off the train.
You killed us.
Maybe we can fix it. Okay?
The Ark never leaves because it's destroyed.
Never had us on it.
He's got a point. Another beautiful shot. Man, looks awesome. I mean, I know it's completely fake, but it looks awesome.
Before she joined the TVA.
Which shouldn't be
She was
possible.
just a regular person on Earth.
A regular person.
Yeah, 'cause he said the
Love
TVA created
margaritas.
all of them.
That's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. They're all variants, just like us.
Damn. My man just got some very interesting information. Shit. I mean, we already knew the timekeepers weren't what people were saying they were, obviously. We just didn't know how deep it went. But now we know that even those guys, the timekeepers just grabbed them from different parts of realities and got them to work. And they could even, like, enchanted their minds, as she was saying, like, played on their memories or something, you know, like fabricated memories to get them to believe what they now believe, I suppose. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, a nice one take. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god. That looks terrifying. Still one shot, too. Fantastic. Wow. Alright, I imagine there's a hidden cut in there, but still, that was fantastic. Really nice direction.
Let's go.
That was a dope transition. Very nice, man. Really good scene. Jesus Christ. Still one shot. Beautiful. Damn. I don't know how he did that, but okay, word. I don't recall that being part of his powers, but that was awesome. Oh, there goes the Ark. So, does this mean they're dead? Who's coming to help them? To get them out of this place? What? That's how it ends? What? No, you piece of shit! You... I'm gonna go punch a toddler. Well, episode 3 of Loki. It's great. Was great. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Seeing more about Sylvie was awesome. Seeing Loki and Sylvie together, also awesome. Something I didn't know I would enjoy very much, but I really did. I thought they were a great pairing. Two very sarcastic people just talking to each other. Really good pairing. I liked them together. Very funny. A lot of good dialogue in this episode too. I like what Loki was saying about the love dagger. I thought that was cool. I mean, yeah, towards the end, I mean, it's getting a little iffy, but like, he had the right spirit. He was getting there. He was on the verge of an idea, of a concept. He didn't fully nail it, but he was getting there. Yeah, I liked seeing more about Sylvie, hearing more about her. I'm really liking her character. Really liking Loki and her together. Loki being bi, cool. Not really a surprise whatsoever. Like I said during the episode, like the actual Norse mythology character, yeah, I mean, and in the comics, like, it should never have been a surprise to anybody. But yeah, cool. I really liked the planet. The setting of this episode was really, really nice. The purple planet was really awesome. Looked visually very pleasing, very stylistic, really good. The ending there, that beautiful, seemingly one take for like a good 5 to 6 minutes, it felt like, was really nice. Was really, really nice. Really well done. Some really beautifully hidden transitions. So, I mean, that deserves to be praised because it looked fantastic. I mean, they ended it on such a cliffhanger. I was so prepared for someone to show up to save them. I was so prepared for it, and I was literally waiting because it felt like it was about to happen. It felt like somebody was about to show up, and then they would get saved, and they would go. Or like someone would show up so we can see that they're about to get saved, and then it would end. But instead, nobody showed up, and it ended. Which is just flat out rude. But yeah. Another good episode. I can't say too much happened in the story, because like technically throughout the story, I mean, not a lot has changed really, you know? It was more of a character-driven episode. We got more character development for both Loki and Sylvie, but that's about it. We didn't actually get any progress through the story per se. But it was still really, really nice to see. It didn't bore me, it doesn't bother me. I very much liked it. Although we did learn that everybody at the TVA are all variants, so that's kind of crazy. And you know, in that variant too, you know, Mobius is like, the TVA is my life. And that's all I need to know. You know, he's like, I don't need to understand anything past that point. I just understand that this is what it is, and I believe it's real. You know, he was like, it's real because I believe it, and so that's his life. Even though he's a variant, as are they all. Which is kind of hypocritical of the Timekeepers to go around trying to take down all these other variants going throughout, but using these guys for their own benefit. You know, a little bit hypocritical. I mean, if those variants weren't posing any problems, I don't really see the issue. But fair enough, there is an issue though, because it could, if it's big enough differences, it creates a branch timeline, and then God knows what else could happen. So that's fair. But yeah, they straight up lied to everybody at the TVA. Instead of telling them they were variants, they just, I don't know how they did it. They must have planted memories or taken away their memories and given them new ones to make them believe that they were created for this purpose alone, and that's it. Nothing else, past, present, or future. Like, this is them. That's it for the rest of their lives. But they're variants, and yeah, like you said, time moves differently there, so I don't think any of the variants die either. Like, do they just live forever? Because Sylvie said she had to pull back memories from hundreds of years ago before she was in the TVA. So, like, hundreds of years ago, I mean, she's been working at the TVA for hundreds of years, and she looks the same. Which means they don't age in the TVA. Everybody's just the same from that point onwards. So that's interesting, I suppose. We got to see more of Loki's powers, which are awesome. Yeah, he stopped that whole thing falling on him. I don't remember, like, what was that power? Like, he doesn't have telekinesis, at least so far as I'm concerned. I mean, I don't think he does. So I don't know how he stopped that. But it seems like he was just, like, he was hitting people with his magic, like throwing a fireball of green energy. So maybe it could have been something along those lines, like using the green energy to hold it up or something, I guess. Maybe they'll explain further. Maybe they won't, I don't know. But yeah, I don't recall telekinesis being one of his powers, so that's interesting. Maybe it is, though. I'm gonna search it up. I completely lied. He doesn't have telekinesis. Well, what do you know? What do you know? He does. Which begs the question, what the fuck's he been doing this whole time? He has so many different abilities and powers. My dude just decides not to use them? Like, he's overpowered with how much shit he can do. He just decides, I'm gonna leave it in my pocket real quick. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna just do my regular shit. I'll just shapeshift and punch people with a knife. I mean, you have telekinesis. You've got some proper powers. You've got other sorcery. So he was shooting energy blasts. I haven't seen him do that before. So, like, what was he doing all this time? My dude was just fighting. You have so many other things you could do. Why he hasn't used any of them up until this point, I do not know. But I'm glad he's using it now, I suppose. But one thing this show has now raised question for me is, what about Cap from Endgame? But, no, okay, in fairness, I don't actually think the TVA cares about Cap. And I'll tell you why. Because it was the main version of Cap going to do it. Right? Like, the reason the TVA is going after this Loki is because this is the Loki where the Avengers went back in time, and that back in time timelines Loki left. Right? It wasn't the main Loki, the Sacred Timeline Loki. Whereas Cap, staying back in the past and being with Peggy and living a life with her, that was the Sacred Timeline version of Steve doing that. So I guess I just answered my own question saying why weren't they going after him? Because it was the main version of Steve doing it. Which means if it's the main version of the character doing it, the Sacred Timeline version of the character doing it, that's how it always was. He always stayed back in the past to be with Peggy, and then came back as an old man. Always, because it was the Sacred Timeline version. So, that answers that. So, completely disregard everything I just said. But, that was Loki episode 3, and I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. Excited to see what happens next with it. But again, like I said, not a lot of progression of the story, the main story aspect of it. So I'm excited to see where we get left off next. What happens? You know, I want to see it progress. I want to see what happens. It's very interesting. So yeah, that's about it for me. Patreon, full reactions. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.